war with the children of Israel, I was forever scarred. Come on, look at somebody next to you and say, it's all right. You can smile with God.
It's all right.
The Bible said he laughs in the heavens. You know, it'd be really good if you got past the enemy's lies to make you think God ain't fun. If you would come on to God and give him all of you and be real with him. You don't have to say big words to get God's attention. You don't have to be all these religious things to get God's attention. What you really need to be is straight from the heart. God, help me. I'm a sinner. Lord, I'm sorry. I can't overcome sin if you don't help me. I can't turn from sin. I've been addicted. I've been bound. But God, I need your superiority.
Yeah.
Set me free now.
Yeah.
And the Bible said the day that you seek him with all of your heart, you will find him.
Yes.
That's how superior he is.
Yes, it is.
So Martha tells Jesus, Jesus, if you'll tell Mary, by the way, don't you care that I'm doing all this by myself? I need her to help me. I made this chili. I've been boiling these hot dogs. Somebody needs to help me get the good china out. Can't set the table. Can't somebody help me pour out water for all these people? And my sister has left me alone to serve. Tell her to help me. You know what she's thinking? I can just hear. She's thinking if Jesus would tell her to help me, she would help me. She probably told her kid. She probably told her child. She probably told brother-in-law, sister-in-law, mother-in-law. I don't know who she told. But she said if Jesus would say it. You ever had somebody sick, somebody on you? Now, you ain't listening to me, but if I get them on you, I want to tell you, maybe the circumstance you face have grown so big because now your need demands you reach for the superiority of God.
Come on.
I didn't preach it last week, but so many times because we have lack. How many know many times we don't reach for God until we recognize our lack?
Yeah.
But how many of you has your lack become your master?
Wow.
You don't only have a need, now it controls you. It controls how you think. It controls how you handle yourself. I got the bill paid this month. Here's how us dads think. I got the bills paid this month, but next month is coming. You need to let that soak in a moment. Rather a need bring you to God, it became your master.
Wow.
Instead of bringing it to God, saying, God, now I've got to have a miracle.
Help us. Help us.
you decide you're just going to stay there. It's become your master. You're not moving. You're not getting free. You're going to stay there. And your lack has become your master.
Help us, Jesus. Help us.
That little lady, her need had stolen all of her money. She spent all that she had. It became her master. Right now, for those of watching by the internet, I think you've been too long there with your lack being your master. I think you believe the lie of the devil, and instead of bringing your need to God, instead of bringing your lack to God, you decided you would stay. But one day that little lady got tired of a master called sickness.
Yeah.
And she said, if I can but just touch the hem of his garment.
Yeah.
You know what she decided? She decided there was a superiority in God, in the things of God, in the ways of God. It was greater than her need, greater than her problem, and she was right.
Yeah. Yeah.
She was right. She touched the hem of his garment and she was made whole. She no longer had a need as a master.
Right.
What are you waiting on? You don't even have to wait till I finish this message. Right now you can decide, I want to reach the superiority of God. You might be driving down the road, decide to stop the car and say, God, I want it now.
I want it now.
Now Martha thought she was telling on Mary, and she thought she was going to get Jesus to agree with her. But Jesus surprised her, just like every person who's ever read it the first time. But Jesus pointed out a terrific, beautiful, powerful truth. He said, she has chosen. Give me that next verse. Mary hath chosen that good part.
Yeah.
You see, that's what the devil's afraid of.
Yeah.
He's afraid that you'll go to God and God will be so good to you, you'll recognize it and recognize that the superiority of God is the great part.
Yeah.
He's gotten people to sell their life, sell their body, sell their soul for the things of this world. But Jesus said, what would a man gain
Yeah.
if he gained the whole world and lost his own soul? Or what would he give in exchange? Do you realize there's an eternal part of you that will never die? As the ages roll on and on, the scripture teaches us there's a place called hell. When I was a little boy, I thought hell must be hot, so heaven must be air conditioned. I knew there was more, but that was just one of my side thoughts. I was from South Louisiana. I like air conditioning. But I discovered what the Bible said is that I didn't want to go to hell. But so many have believed the lie of the enemy. They thought God was unachievable. Some believe that God's not even real. But they will have a rude awakening one day. If they die before Jesus comes, they'll have a rude awakening the moment they go into death and recognize this world is not everything. There is an eternal part of you that you need to understand the love of God, the forgiveness of God, the salvation